Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for January 22nd, 2015. It is a Thursday morning. Week is going fast, isn't it? With some chilly weather conditions out there, a few passing flurries throughout the region. Temperatures range from the lower to mid 20s over the interior to the lower to mid 30s in some of the urban locations like New York City and Philadelphia. And along the coast, we have temperatures ranging from the upper 20s to lower 30s. We have winds from the west and northwest around 5 miles per hour with some overcast conditions as we have another disturbance moving through the area. Yesterday's clipper didn't produce as much as what was expected. Southern New Jersey certainly got their 3 inches of snow in some locations. However, as you head towards the New York City metropolitan area, barely a trace of snow, as much of the snow was focused to the south and dry air dominated this system. Although we did get some light snow finally by around 11 p.m. Again, looking for about 1 to 3 inches in the New York City metro, got more like a trace because this clipper just didn't develop in time. Now, where can we go from here? Well, we do have a storm brewing. First, let's take a look at our radar. You can see our flurries moving through the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area this morning. When we zoom out, though, take a look at all this moisture that is building out here around the southern plains. This is our next major winter storm. The question is it snow, rain, mix of everything? Well, we're going to dive into this for a second, but I want to stress one very important factor. The models are going to change. Okay, I'm not putting out any snow maps or any impact maps until this evening, and the reason why is because we still have some missing data, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So, on our surface map, we have our second low disturbance moving through. That's what's producing the flurries this morning. This will exit. High pressure will be in control for today and tomorrow. Here is our southern stream disturbance, so all the precipitation over Texas and Oklahoma. And here is our polar disturbance. This is what needs to be sampled better, and it will over the next 24 hours. In fact, it will dramatically increase in sampling by the time we get to the 12Z Malgines. And that is going to be key in forecasting for this storm. Now remember, when we take a look at the water vapor satellite picture, some key fundamental points. One, we still have a positive NAO pattern. Basically means there's nothing to block up the storm from moving out very quickly to the east. So this is a progressive pattern in the Atlantic, and that has not changed. Here's our polar disturbance, and here's our subtropical disturbance. The models have shifted east as we're getting more and more data on the speed and intensity of this disturbance, and that is no accident. As I said yesterday, in order to get a perfect solution, the all-snow solution, like the European model guys were showing yesterday morning or in the afternoon, depending on when you had a chance to look at the 12Z guidance, you had to have a perfect interaction and a perfect storm track. I don't like forecasting perfect storm tracks in imperfect patterns, and that's exactly what we have here. So in this situation, what we have is a low pressure system loaded with moisture and another low pressure system with the enhanced cold air. How they interact will tell you what type of storm to expect. So in my opinion, this will move a little bit faster than this polar disturbance. And that's going to make all the difference for our storm, leading to a snow to rain back over to snow. How much snow accumulates will depend on how fast the snow transitions back over on Saturday evening. Taking a look at the infrared satellite picture. Again, some snow flurries and clouds this morning, and we'll clear out. And here's our developing storm over the southern plains. So let's take a look at our model guidance from the Penn State UL website. We're going to use the European model guidance. Now remember, yesterday morning, the 12Z guidance, major winter storm with heavy snow. Everyone decided to put out snow maps. It was ridiculous. Here now is the 0Z model guidance with a little bit better data. So, for today, high pressure will be taking control. Look for high temperatures in the mid to upper 30s throughout the region. For tonight, high pressure remaining in control. Now notice the high pressure system is starting to exit. That is a clear sign of what's called a positive NAO pattern. Now, this would be almost neutral. Now, the reason why what I'm looking for in a negative NAO pattern. You see this ridge right here? I want it to build all the way to here. But that's not happening because we have an upper level low in the way. So, as a result, this pattern is relatively progressive. And notice our high pressure system is exiting, which means our cold source, our cold air source is leaving. So, by the time we get to Saturday, and let me just go over the temperatures for Friday. Low temperatures in the mid-teens over the interior, upper teens to lower 20s along the coast. High temperatures tomorrow in the upper 30s to lower 40s as our high pressure system departs. Here we are for Saturday. No doubt we have a major winter storm here. It's a very strong low pressure system, but it's tracked further east and it's warmer at the heart of the storm. So what you have here is a situation of snow changing over to rain, going back over to snow as the storm departs, how much precipitation is left over as the cold air comes in, the speed in which that transition happens, the location of the heaviest precipitation when that happens, are all very much uncertain. But the key point here is that because the polar disturbance is not as strong, the phase is not perfect in the storm track, it's just a little bit further east. The storm is not as impressive as what we were seeing this yesterday morning. So that's why you have patience and you wait for these questions to iron themselves out before starting to throw out model projected snow maps. So at any rate, looks like just a mess on Saturday. That's the basic general rule here for Saturday. With to start off with snow Saturday morning, changing over to rain. The interior might stay over as a snow sleet mix, and then back over to snow from northwest to southeast. Accumulation totals most likely right along the coast about an inch or so, but then as you move further and further inland, the potential for 6 inches or more of snow, especially over the interior, would increase. But again, we have to see exactly how the storm tracks, how far west the moisture gets. A whole lot of questions to iron out here, but one thing's for sure: Saturday, one way or another, is not going to be a pretty day to go outside and travel or to have any outdoor activities. And again, temperatures would depend on the storm track here, so look at low temperatures in the upper teens to lower 20s over the interior, mid to upper 20s along the coast, high temperatures in the lower to mid 40s. Of course, if the storm ends up being colder, those temperatures are more likely in the mid 30s then. Sunday clears out, high pressure and controlled, nice and tranquil and quiet. Temperatures in the mid 20s over the interior, upper 20s to lower 30s along the coast for lows, high temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s, pretty much near normal for this time of year. Now we have another disturbance diving through the Tennessee River Valley, and then for Monday that disturbance will produce some light snow over the region. Again, scattered in nature, very similar to the clipper we just had, so I wouldn't expect all that much here with this low pressure system, especially with, again, no blocking in the Atlantic. Look at this, it's straight through, very progressive pattern. Here's our upper level low sitting up around the northeastern Canada, right around Greenland, and this is not what you want to see if you want to see major winter storms. You want to see this down here. Point in order, with that low pressure system moving out, Monday look for temperatures in the upper teens to lower 20s for lows, high temperatures in the mid 20s to lower 30s for highs. Now here we have Wednesday, high pressure pretty much in control again. Temperatures rather chilly though. We're talking about Tuesday and Wednesday, should I say, high pressure in control with very cold temperatures. We're looking at low temperatures in the single digits to lower teens, high temperatures in the lower to mid 20s. And then as we look at our pattern evolving moving forward, it definitely gets much colder as we head into February with some Arctic cold air, and we'll have to watch out for this low pressure system along the coast here, producing possibly a light to moderate snow event. But one little key point here, our ridge is trying to build north into Greenland. Our polar vortex here is dropping south. Now if this drops just a little bit further south and sustains itself with this ridge building and this ridge building here, pattern could get interesting for February. Not ready to buy into it yet, but it's something that we're definitely going to have to watch out and see how it evolves. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Thank you for watching NYNJPA Weather. And as always, stay safe out there.